Let's make it a good day.
Today on The Jason Show, this is the way. The Mandalorian has wrapped up its third season, and we have a lot to say about the episode and the bitter man babies that watch it. Then, Foodie Queen Stephanie Hansen is here for her weekly visit, and today, it's all about asparagus. And, yes, Kindle returns. The Jason Show starts right now. Here we go.
Let's make it a good day.
You're a tiger.
Give it up for Debbie Gibson, everyone.
We do it our own way.
Yes!
I'm gonna start crying and laughing so hard.
I did not do that. Welcome to the show. Hi, everybody. Let's make it a good day. We are live from the Twin Cities. Thank you for being here. Welcome to the Jason Show. I'm Jace. It's been a few days. It's been a few days since I've been able to say this. Please welcome back to the show, fresh from her vacation, the very tanned Kendall Mark, everybody.
Hi. Hello.
How you doing?
I'm chilly. I'm used to being like 90 degrees. It was a terrible time.
Nobody watching wants to hear that.
Nobody.
No.
It was actually one day we were there was the same temperature it was here. So
yeah, we had
wild.
Yeah, we had a little porpoise spit of summer, and then it went away. Yeah, we had.
I thought my phone was messed up. I was like, "There's no way it is in 87 in St. Louis Park."
Yeah, no, it was, and we had 2 days, 3 days.
Yeah.
And then it went back
to snow.
It went back to this. It went back to whatever this is. It's which it's not spring. I don't know what this is, but it's not spring. It's
know.
weird. It's very odd.
It's so sad and gloomy.
But it's good to have you back.
It's good to be back.
It's good to have you back.
Yes.
I know we thought you were going to be back yesterday, but then you weren't back. There was drama with that, and we didn't poke fun at you at all about that.
I'm sure nobody said anything on here.
Nobody. We didn't make fun of you at all for not returning yesterday, but anyway.
Not at all.
Yes.
Thanks, Aaron. If I could just tell the people, none of you want to see this face this early with this many lights on it without any makeup. That's all I have to say.
Yeah.
Nobody wants that.
Yeah.
Nobody wants that.
Yeah.
Thank you, Stephanie.
Yeah, Stephanie Hansen wouldn't mind. Stephanie's coming up, by the way.
Stephanie.
But we have a couple pictures because for folks who don't know, where were you?
I was in Cartagena, Colombia. So I went there last year. If you've been watching the show for a while, we went there for a week last spring. This time around, we went back for my sister's wedding. Her now husband, Zach. That's my middle sister. In the middle is Chloe. She's the bride. The other is Ellie, the former Miss Minnesota. That was sort of the welcome whiteout party. So Chloe wore hot pink. There she is on her big wedding day. The designer of that dress is actually local, Colby John. So
we know Colby has been on our show before. Yeah,
it was a beautiful dress. So we had so much fun. If you've ever been to South America in general, you know what the climate's like, you know the beauty of all of that. But go to Cartagena. I can't recommend it enough. The people there are so kind and so welcoming. It's very safe. That's usually my number one question when people ask about Colombia. We stayed in Centro, which is the walled city. That's where her wedding was. I'll be posting more pictures on social media about it, but it was absolutely stunning, gorgeous. We had the best time. Chloe was the most insanely beautiful bride. She put on a great wedding.
We could look. I mean, that's it right there. There's the evidence. Yeah.
So fun. And Zach, her husband, was very handsome too. He looked lovely as well.
Well, speaking of that, really quickly to catch you up, I don't know if you heard, I mean, speaking of love, but I don't know if you heard, our very own Theodore is now engaged. Producer Ted is engaged.
He put a ring on it.
Just checking in. She hasn't changed her mind, has she? I just want to. She's still in?
She's still living at home.
She's still there.
She hasn't moved yet. That's
left.
good. Good.
Okay.
Ted, Theodore, if anything changes, let us know on that, okay, would you? Perfect. We love her.
Gosh, I got the text. I got a random text from Ted, and I was like, oh, I'll just respond to it later. I didn't know what it was. And then I saw your message from you. You go, by the way, Ted is engaged. I was like, wait, what was that message you sent me? And sure enough, it was the picture of the ring. And
yeah,
really
you missed a lot. You missed 3 days of summer and Theodore getting engaged. It was fantastic.
Everything.
Let's get started, everybody. It's time for the hot dish. Roll it, Leo. Here we go. Let's do this. Woo! Well, the world, we've been talking about this for 3 days now. The world is still reeling from the botched Love is Blind reunion. And it happens, and it appears that co-host Vanessa Lachey is trying to make amends with at least one of the cast members. Vanessa sent flowers to Paul after he accused her of showing bias and interrogating him, how dare she, during the reunion. In his Insta story, he thanked Vanessa for acknowledging the accidental misleading questions. Paul dumped Micah at the altar and later said he broke up with her because he couldn't picture her as a mother. That didn't sit well with any of the ladies. He later said he used, quote, a poor choice of words. Yeah. So,
or a cop-out, just in general.
Just in general, yeah.
What?
I also, any of these people, like I've been clear, I'm not a big fan of Nick and Vanessa hosting the show.
You and everybody else.
Yeah, but no one is. But I will tell you, you can't get, you're on a reality show, you can't get that sensitive over the reunion show. You know what I mean? It was nice of Vanessa to do that. She didn't need to do that. Come on, settle down. I mean, it's you're on a ridiculous, you're on a ridiculous reality show. And then you had a ridiculous reunion where you were asked a ridiculous question. It's not a big deal. You know what I mean?
It's ridiculous.
It's just silly. It's like nobody needs to go on an apology tour for Love is Blind, for heaven's sake. Yeah. I know. The Love is Blind fainting couch. Next in the dish. One of my favorite shows on Apple. Oh, this is great. If you have families, come back, because I recommended the show, and I love it for a variety of reasons. One of my favorite shows on Apple TV Plus is coming back for a second season. They just dropped this trailer. I wanted to show it to you because Jon Favreau does this. It's called Prehistoric Planet. It's basically like all those nature documentaries, but with dinosaurs, with the most unbelievable graphics. Look at this.
The astounding nature of our planet has only begun to be revealed, but there's always more to learn and more to discover. 5 epic nights, 5 new worlds, filled with more adventure, more danger, and more dinosaurs.
More of everything. So well done. Like I said, the show is produced by one of my favorites, Jon Favreau. Swingers, Lion King live action, Jungle Book live action, Mandalorian, which we're going to get to. And it follows CGI dinosaurs roaming around the Earth 66 million years ago. Season 2 drops next month. They treat it like Planet Earth and all those wonderful David Attenborough documentaries. Mr. Attenborough's even narrating this. They treat it like you really are watching those nature documentaries, but with dinosaurs. So if you have a kid in your house that is obsessed with dinosaurs, I recommended this to my cousin Hannah and her kids. They love it. It's so not only educational, but entertaining. I love it. I watch it.
It looks really cool. I know you recommended it, and I love anything that he voices to, because he's very selective with what he works with, and it's always so well done. So the idea that this is CGI and you're kind of living through your Jurassic Park, I don't know, dreams is very cool.
I wish he would narrate this show. It would class it up a little bit. That'd be great. We get David Attenborough.
Accent.
There's Stephanie Hansen in her natural environment. There we go, in the kitchen.
Watch her. She touches the asparagus.
Watch as her tiny hands touches the asparagus.
Cracks.
There it goes. She is normal. I mean, you have normal hands.
Yeah.
Don't worry about stuff. Yeah.
Okay.
Next on the dish. Speaking of Apple, Apple has revealed its new slate of emojis for its latest update. So update your phone to get these. So I thought this would be fun to show you. So there's the list, everybody. So here's the new emojis we have. We have a shaking face. We have a jellyfish now. We have a donkey. I can't believe we never had a donkey before. We have a moose head. And then, we have so you can do moose and squirrel now. And then we have a pea pod, an ugly ginger root there, a hair pick, some maracas.
Oh, Wi-Fi.
Yeah, a little wing. And then finally, the Wi-Fi symbol, which, can you believe? We didn't have a Wi-Fi symbol emoji until now. That seems like it would have been in the first round of emojis. Yeah.
Wow. I mean,
you are really stunned by this story.
I'm just trying to figure out the shaking head, like what you'd use that for. Like, oh my gosh, this is crazy. Is that what you'd use it for?
Yeah, I think it would be. Yeah, I think it's like, oh, I can't believe it. It's like a Macaulay Culkin Home Alone. I think that's how you would use it.
Like in real life, though, how would you do that with your face? You'd be like, whoa.
Well, it's not real life. It's an emoji. So I mean, it's I don't know. Ted, can you recreate it for us? There we go. That's it. Yeah, no, Ted, that's frightening. That's not what the face looks like at all.
He looks like one of those like scary things from Halloween.
Mariana's she's calling right now to end the engagement. Just FYI, after that shot. Yeah. Just kidding. Which is the what?
Oh, I feel like those
there's hands. That's hand. Like I think it's hand to the face. Like here's the paw. Yeah, talk to the. Thank you, audience. Yes, talk to the hand.
To the paw.
I wouldn't do the paw. That's what I said.
The paw?
Talk to the paw.
You pause now? Did I miss that too?
It's happened now too.
Okay.
Yeah. When these launch, it will bring the total emoji count to more than 3,600 emojis. It's a lot.
Still not enough.
Yeah, there's still a few that you come across. You're like, oh, they don't have that one. Yeah. We have a lot more to come. Stay right there. We'll be back right after this. Back in a moment. Welcome back to the show. Jennifer Garner was on with Corden last night. We're almost done with James. Only a few more episodes left. And her birthday was earlier this week, and she told James how she celebrated. That, my friends, is our Late Night Rewind.
How did we celebrate? What did we do?
Well, we planted trees.
Oh, go
My
on.
kids and I went to, we went through the LA Parks Commission and we planted trees in downtown in a little park that needed some shade, and it was super fun.
Hang on.
It's so cool. You have to
Talk me through it.
I got in touch with the LA Parks and Commission, Parks and Rec,
Yeah.
and
Parks
huge
and
fan,
Rec.
hi. And I said, I love trees. I'm from West Virginia. We had trees everywhere. You just are drowning in trees. And there are not enough of them ever in the world. They make the world better. And so that's what I wanted to do for my birthday, is plant trees. And I said, is there a park, if I donated, that we could plant trees? And they made it really easy and lovely for us. And so we went and dug some holes and,
This is making me feel very bad about my...
Most of us do something very selfish to celebrate ourselves.
Oh, it did
And you're
feel that
making
way.
all of us look bad.
Oh, I don't want to make that feel like that.
Jennifer Garner. It reminds me, did you hear about that couple in the Amazon that planted like 1 million trees?
In the Amazon?
I think it was in the Amazon. They had a 20-year goal of replenishing this forest, and they did it. They did it in 20 years. And if you look at, Google it. If you look at the before and after photos, it's
incredible.
astounding. It's absolutely just two people. So when people say, oh, I can't change anything, it took a husband and wife to plant 1 million trees. Our Hot Dish now continues with our Insider to the Stars audience from the Hollywood Raw podcast. Please welcome back to the show our buddy Dax Holt.
Hello. Hey, Jason. Hello, audience.
How you doing, Dax?
I'm good. How's everyone out there?
Doing well. Okay, before we get to the story, speaking of looking up stuff, I know so many of our viewers follow you on the socials. I got to acknowledge how darn cute. What a good dad you are. Dax posted video. I was going to show it, but I didn't want to do it. I don't know if you want your daughter on television, but you were so cute picking your daughter up for the father-son or father-daughter dance.
It was pretty cute. So we did this like 2 years ago, and then COVID kind of killed the whole father-daughter dance or any dances at the school. So this was the first time we've been able to do it in a very long time. It's so fun, Jason. Like these moments, you know, you don't have a lot of these moments that go by so quickly.
Yeah.
Before that, she's not going to want to hang out with me. I know how it goes. But yeah, we had a great time. I tried to pick her up like a real date, you know, like show up to the house so that, you know, she knows how she needs to be treated down the road. But we had a limo bus, and it was all the dads and their daughters, and we went out to the dance, and the daughters get to paint the dad's nails there, and then we dance around, have a good time. It was awesome.
It was great. I love a good dad so much, and I've said it about you. I compliment you all the time. You're a great dad. Okay, let's get to less important stuff, but interesting nonetheless. This is not a great transition, but there's no good transition to this. So I will just say, you chatted with a woman who, let's just say, has links to a lot of famous men.
Oh yeah, we had Rachel Yucatel on. Obviously, you're gonna know that name from the Tiger Woods scandal many, many years ago, 14 years ago to be exact. Rachel was pretty much the main name, a part of that cheating scandal, but we had her on because she had a whole life before the Tiger incident that we really wanted to talk about. She was a VIP hostess and manager at numerous nightclubs, starting in Vegas and New York. She was the one interacting with all of the celebrities. That's how she met a lot of people in her life. But I love these stories, and you know, on the podcast, we like to go behind the scenes, see what it's like interacting with celebs, tell us stories, who was partying in the clubs, who you met, like that kind of stuff. We had a really interesting conversation with her about that side of her life. Of course, we got into the Tiger Woods drama and what it's like for someone to become infamous overnight. Like her name, she was a part of the biggest story in the world for weeks at a time. That Tiger story dominated the news. She was all over the place. She couldn't leave her house without, 30 paparazzi watching everything she did. And I just want to know, from being in the perspective, I covered a lot of what she did over the years, but now getting to talk to her and seeing what her perspective of being covered, how did she feel like some of it was fair? Does she regret stuff? Is she apologetic? Like, I wanted to know all of those answers from her. So we ended up having a really good conversation. And yeah, she's been tied to not just Tiger Woods, but Derek Jeter, David Boreanaz, like numerous really famous people. And so we did get into a lot of that.
I can't wait. I know this seems like just a ridiculous, did you like her? Did she come across as charming?
So that's the thing. We had a great conversation, and how much the scandal affected her life. She's like, there's moments where like I go to get my daughter into a private school, and they won't let my daughter in because of who I am. They don't know anything about me other than my name. I can't get my daughter into school. She's like, so there's aspects of it where, she feels like it's not fair. It was a moment. It was an indiscretion that I made a long time ago. And she also goes, there was things that Tiger told me that he was leaving the relationship. You got to listen to the episode and hear it from her, not from me. But, she goes, I got the full blame versus Tiger getting any blame. So I don't know. I did like her at the end of the day. I think she is she's still a good person underneath. But she's made some really dumb moves, I'll tell you that.
Absolutely. Can't wait to hear it. Dax, thank you, buddy. You can find the Hollywood Raw podcast wherever you get your podcasts. Next in the dish. Next in the dish, the season finale of The Mandalorian dropped. And before I give you my thoughts, and I will warn you, I might accidentally get a 10 spoilery, so I'm not going to try to, but if I just want to warn, because I don't want the emails today. Let's look at a little clip here from last night's episode.
The command center is down there. I don't have any weapons, so this might get messy. R5. There's some barrier shields. I'm gonna need you to deactivate them one at a time. Okay. On my command. Got it?
So that's a little bit Little rescue mission. Well, not really a rescue mission. They're hunting for someone. I didn't think that gave a lot away. Here's overall, now that season 3 is over, I know it has had its detractors. People have not liked this season for a variety of reasons. They don't like that it went from just a small Western style show with a bounty hunter and his little creature going after the bad guys to kind of growing and having various connections to the bigger Star Wars universe. I get that criticism. The season in general was a little uneven for me, but I sure enjoyed it, and I didn't hate it as much as the merry band of bitter man babies that of Star Wars fans that are only happy when they're complaining about Star Wars. But I loved this finale. I think it had everything. Here's the deal with, and I can criticize Star Wars too. I'm a fan. I don't mind criticizing a piece of pop culture, but what fascinates me is people get disappointed. What happens is they read these crazy fan theories on the internet, okay? People start guessing about what's going to happen. And then when the theories that they read on the internet don't happen on the show, they get disappointed. Mm-hmm. That doesn't make any sense to me. That doesn't allow you to just let the show wash over you. You're disappointed about something that was never going to happen anyway, which I think is unfair to the creators and everyone involved. Anyway, and also, some folks just take Star Wars so serious. It is a goofy franchise about space wizards, and little Muppets. And you know what I mean? It's like, it's fun. Star Wars is supposed to be fun. This episode is fun. We had droids saving the day. We had lightsaber fights. We had actual we had TIE fighters. It was everything that you could want, and a great ending.
Like cliffhanger?
I'm not going to say it, a great ending that then sets up for a great season 4. Okay. And I don't mind them dabbling in. They have to touch on what's going around them. Mm-hmm. I don't know. I don't know why people that claim to be fans actively root against what they're allegedly a fan for. Every show has bad seasons. This show's had 6 of them. You know what I mean? And
only 5.5.
Oh, it's a joke, audience. Wow, the audience is very sensitive today. But shows have bad seasons. Mm-hmm. But then to criticize and say, oh, this episode was bad, it's the end of Star Wars. What? It's ridiculous.
Mm-hmm. Well, last season, it didn't end with a cliffhanger either, but a big character, I don't even know if I can talk about that, but a big character shows up and arrives. I thought people really enjoyed that. So it's interesting to me that they didn't enjoy that was brought in more in this season.
Yeah, it wasn't a perfect season. I'm with people, but I'm going to say it too. I don't think this is the case for every YouTuber that criticizes Star Wars, but there are some that have a common denominator. And all of the things they don't like, and this is just the truth, all of the things that certain bitter YouTubers that review Star Wars, everything that they don't like has a woman involved. Weird. And you can't tell me that that's a coincidence. Everything that they despise about Star Wars, the project that they're complaining about, has a woman front and center. And they certainly don't like Kathleen Kennedy. I'm not saying it's sexism for every YouTuber that doesn't like Star Wars, but sometimes where there's smoke, there's some nasty smell and fire. Mm-hmm. Just saying, yeah. Time for today's JVIP. Tepid response from the audience on that one. Teresa Stigaro from Mankato. Hi, she loves that we share stuff about ourselves and encourage the world to be nice. She also loves Kendall and feels like she's one of her friends. She can't get enough of the hot dish. And she loves the no Kardashian rule. Yes, we do too. Yeah. She gets a Jason Show mug. She's also entered to win the monthly grand prize. That includes becoming a VIP guest in our studio, a $150 gift card to Becker Furniture World, and a $150 gift card to the Institute of Advanced Aesthetics. We have so much more ahead. Hansen and more when we return. Back in a moment, friends. Coming up, my friends, in just a little bit. She's back. Stephanie Hansen is here for her weekly visit, and today it's all the wonderful things that you can do with asparagus. Plus, she's answering your questions from our Facebook page. And it's game time, so stay right there. So much more still ahead. back, friends. It's the season for all things asparagus, but what makes a good look, when I saw the segment, I just said it's the wonderful world of asparagus. I thought only you could pull this off. Please welcome the queen of asparagus, the one and only foodie queen, Stephanie Hansen, everyone.
I figured if I could come on your show and fold napkins, I could talk a little bit about asparagus.
That was one of the best segments I remember I said there's been 6 bad seasons. That was not part of, that was a wonderful segment. I loved that one.
Okay, we're going to have fun with asparagus too. Do you like asparagus?
I love it. We were just talking about it. This is how exciting it is in the Matheson household, but we were like, we were trying to think of veggies. He's like, well, if we're going to get sick of broccoli. I go, well, there are other green vegetables, and we mentioned the lovely asparagus.
Okay, so I'm going to show you lots of things today.
Okay.
The first thing I'm going to show you is what you do when you get your bunch of asparagus. You put it in a jar with water, just like you would a plant.
Okay.
And you put that in the refrigerator, okay? That's going to extend the life of your asparagus and make it a little more full of moistness and not so dry and woody. So that's the start, okay?
Okay. Dry and woody. Okay.
Yeah, you don't want dry and woody.
Okay.
Then you're getting ready to prepare your asparagus, and you don't want these dry, woody ends. See how they kind of look like they're dry? So you just snap those off, okay?
I have heard, and you kind of just confirmed that, the general rule is you just snap where it snaps. I mean, what you snap, and where it ends is that's where God wants it to snap.
That's exactly right. That's exactly right.
Thank you.
And these are more tender and perfect for eating.
Okay.
Now, because I'm Stephanie Hansen,
yeah.
What do you do with the ends?
You throw them away.
No.
Okay.
You make a delicious asparagus ends soup.
What?
It is made with the ends of the asparagus.
Okay.
And after about 4 bunches, I have enough to make soup. I store those in the freezer until I'm ready. And then I roast them in the oven with a head of garlic. And I blend them up with a little lemon juice. And I make soup.
Are you going to feed me like... Wait, no. You know what this...
Here, you take the spoon. I don't want to feed you like a baby bird.
This reminds me of that scene in Sex and the City, the movie, where Samantha feeds Carrie after Big leaves her at the altar.
Well, I would do that for you, but we're on TV. Okay, all right, here we go. So this is just...
That did not go well. Yeah. Oh!
It's just the ends of the asparagus. I think it's good.
That's interesting. Yeah.
Interesting's good.
Yeah, that's good. I mean, I've just never...
It's very light. It's very refreshing. You can serve it cold or warm. Little salt and pepper, maybe.
I was just going to ask if that should be, if we should do that cold or hot. It can go either way?
Yeah, either.
Yeah. Are you tasting it yourself?
Uh-huh.
How do you like your own work?
Delicious.
Yeah, that's good. Yeah.
I put a little bacon crumble, because I always think soup needs a little garnish, but you could do crispy shallots.
Little texture.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. Have you ever had shaved asparagus salad?
No.
Okay, so I have asparagus in my garden, and
Who knew there were so many uses for this stalk?
Me.
You know, I mean, I know it's rhetorical. I'm just saying,
No. So you get your vegetable peeler, and you just shave strips, right? Okay.
Okay, this seems like a lot of work already.
No,
okay.
it's not. Okay, so you load up your plate with your strips.
Okay.
And then you just put a little dressing on.
Okay.
And then your second part is you shave Parmesan cheese crumbles.
Okay.
So it's just like a fully shaved salad. It looks really pretty on a platter.
And these are cooked, right? Cooked, raw asparagus?
They're raw. Mm-hmm. Now, when you grow them in your garden, they're super tender, and that's the optimal time to do this. But I think it's good even if they're not grown from your garden.
Well, we both can't have our mouth full. I just,
Okay.
But, no, this looks, what kind of dressing is this, my love?
There's a lemon vinaigrette.
Oh, my, I just never thought of...
Yeah. You can shave radishes, you can shave beets, you can shave zucchini. This is kind of how...
I can make a mess, yeah.
In the summertime, that is how we eat a lot of our vegetables that are from the garden. It's good.
I had my doubts.
I understand. It's kind of, it's a little more than people are used to.
That is really good.
Yeah.
That is really good. That is really good.
Yeah.
Okay. I completely changed my mind about that.
Well, and try it with other vegetables too, like radishes or beets or any of your fresh vegetables.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, next.
Okay, this is like, I served this at Easter and it was the first thing to go. These are just roasted asparagus that I've wrapped in some prosciutto, okay?
Oh.
So you snap off your ends and save them for your soup.
May I eat one while you're doing this?
You sure can.
Oh, okay.
That was the first thing to go. Kids love them, adults love them. You just roll up your little piece of prosciutto asparagus here, okay? And then you roast it in the oven at 400 for about 12 minutes. You can dip it in a little Dijonnaise mayonnaise situation if you want that I made. But for people, like if you're having a dinner party, you want an appetizer, you don't know if people are going to be eating bread, the whole keto thing, they're just amazing.
I now know why the kids love that.
Yeah.
It's real. Both of these things. I'm loving this. Okay.
Super good.
We have 1 minute.
One more thing. I made for you this morning the goat cheese and
You have me right there.
asparagus frittata.
Oh, what? Oh, my goodness.
This is just an easy way to use up asparagus or any dribs and drabs in your pantry.
Okay.
You roast the asparagus a little bit and then you put them in this little dish here. And this is like, again, you can eat it cold or hot. It's good for picnic season. You can wrap up little pieces in wax paper and take on a picnic if you're feeling very Martha Stewart-y.
And when aren't we feeling that way? Yes.
I mean, me never.
Every day.
Every day, I love her.
We're not done with Stephanie. By the way, these recipes will be on Stephanie's site, and we'll post this whole segment on our socials as well. She's answering your questions when we come back. Back in a moment, everyone.
Do you ever make frittatas?
No, never.
So easy.
Welcome back. As I said, we're not done with Hansen just yet. Stephanie Hansen joins us answering your foodie questions from our Jason Show Facebook page. The first question is from Annie. Hello, Annie. She asks, what are the best and easiest substitutions to make delicious comfort food just a little healthier? Good question.
Oh, like delicious comfort food might be like meatloaf. You can fill the meatloaf with like grated vegetables like zucchini or carrots. People don't really know that that's in there. Other comfort foods, healthier. Like what else would be comfort foods? Like mashed potatoes, you can use plain yogurt instead of tons of butter. There has more protein in that. It has a little tangy flavor, kind of gives you that sour cream vibe, but it's got a lot more healthy fats than bad fats.
Yeah, I've always, the yogurt butter substitution when you're making stuff, that's a really easy way to cut down a few of the calories and helps the cholesterol. And cauliflower too, cauliflower crust, for comfort food pizza wise, they're getting better. I'm still not sold on cauliflower crust pizza, but there's some decent ones out there.
There is one I want to try that I've heard is pretty good, but I haven't yet, so I won't say it until I do. But also, you can grind, this is going to be a weird one, but you can blend up cottage cheese and use that to make a creamy pasta.
I'd rather eat dirt.
I know.
Yeah.
I know you're not a cottage cheese person, but if you want to substitute some cream, try some blended cottage cheese.
Okay. I will Next is Christy. Hi, Christy. She says she is 69 years old and afraid of pressure cookers. How? Hey, I do not blame her. I know a lot of people who are just like her. Yeah. Stephanie, she writes, how safe are Instant Pots?
You cannot blow yourself up with the Instant Pot. It is not possible.
Well, there is the quote of the season. Yeah, there we go. Yeah.
There are safety features that are built into your pot. Now, the reason she's nervous is because people her age or people like our grandma's age were using those old pressure cookers that you put on the stove, and those tops would blow off. So it was not a safe situation all the time. So if you have an Instant Pot, you're set. If you're using an older pressure cooker that was your grandma's or something, yeah, you have to be extra careful. But Instant Pots, you're good. There's safety features built in there. You'll get an error message. It'll turn itself off. You're fine. It's good.
And if you're newish to our show, I'm sitting next to the queen of Instant Pots. So if anybody knows, I mean, if anyone would have been blown up by now, it would have been her. You know what I mean?
Okay.
And she is safely sitting right here. Yeah.
It is true. And we have a Facebook group called the Weekly Dish Instant Potters.
Yeah.
There's like 12,000 people there and a bunch of bots that I try to ferret out. But you can go there and get tons of recipes. They talk about how to clean them. It's a fully supported group of Instant Potters just like you, so you can try it.
Next, from Rachel. Hi, Rachel. Rachel wants to know, hey, Stephanie, I want to make a perfect BLT. What's the best tomato to plant in my garden? That's a great question for the season.
Okay, first of all, and I don't know if you can get this in Seattle, but I hope you can. Newski's bacon is, let's start with the bacon, because I think that is the defining aspect
trait of a BLT?
Yeah, so Newski's
More than the
bacon,
bread, my love?
Yeah, actually I do, because I don't want a greasy, thin, flabby piece of bacon. I want a thick, crispy slab that's almost like a plank that's gonna stand up to the tomato and the bread.
Yeah, that's a great point.
Okay, so Early Girl is a good one because it's not full of lots of seeds. For like, it's not super tasty, but it holds up well in a sandwich. For just solid taste, go with an heirloom brandy wine or any of those really juicy, drippy, delicious tomatoes. They're not gonna like make a sandwich that's gonna look pretty when you eat it because it's gonna fall all over. But taste-wise, it's gonna be amazing. And consider doing a deconstructed BLT. Like, so make it on a salad plate. And then you can control a lot of the juice instead of it like running all over your face.
That dramatic came from Theodore, by the way.
He hadn't thought about
He hadn't thought about that.
But you know, you can have a crispy bread crouton, you can have the lettuce on the plate, you have your crispy bacon crumbled up, and you can really like slice your tomatoes then, and it looks really pretty on a platter. It's just then you drizzle your mayo over and you're all set.
Perfect. Give it up for Steph, everybody. Thanks for all your questions, by the way, everybody. All of our recipes are on our website, stephaniesdish.com. And she mentioned the weekly dish. Support Steph. Listen to the radio show Saturdays 9 to 11 on mytalk1071.com. Or, yeah, if you're around the country, mytalk1071.com. We're going to take a break. We'll be right back. Back in a moment. I'll help you up.
Thank you.
Welcome back. Little game time. So, odds are if you watch the show, if you're watching the show, you know me. If not, hi, I'm Jason. Today, it's time to find out how well you know other guys named Jason. Leo, roll it. It's game time. Here we go, everybody. Today's game is very easy. It's called Name That Jason. I'm going to show you a famous Jason with part of his face blocked off, and you have to guess who it is. Playing today, and we realize this, for the first time in 8 years, we have a husband and wife team competing against each other. It's Nick and Casey, everybody. And not that we're not for Nick, but it's Casey's birthday too. That's right. It's Casey and my girl Kimmy in the front row. It's a double birthday today. Okay, here we go. Now, I think Director Leo's going to put it in the Jumbotron right over there or on the monitors in front of you. Wherever you want to look is fine with me. The minute you know the Jason, go ahead and buzz in. Here we go. Director Leo, put up the first Jason. Nick?
Jason Sudeikis.
Is it Jason Sudeikis? Of course it is. Okay.
Where are we looking?
You can look over here. Just look over there. Okay. Yeah. Here we on the Jumbotron. Okay. Director Leo, next Jason, please.
Oh.
Nick.
Jason Bateman.
Is it Jason Bateman? It is Jason Bateman. That's right. From Smartless. I love that podcast so much. I love the Bateman. Okay. Next Jason.
Oh.
Nick.
Momoa.
Is it Momoa? Yes. Okay, Casey, at this point, I always like to try this out. There we go. Okay, I just want to make sure. Okay, birthday girl, let's see if you can get this next one. Okay, now Aaron.
Priestling?
Casey?
Priestling?
Is it Jason Priestley? It is. That's right. Casey, you're so young and beautiful. You don't even know who that is. Nick, do you know who that is? Okay, Nick does. Okay. That's from 90210.
Oh, okay.
Okay, yeah. Casey's totally humoring me right now. Okay. Here we go. Here's the next Jason. Casey!
Derulo!
Yes! Oh, Casey, I'm so happy. It's 1 to like 50. Here we go. Here's the next Jason.
Oh, I love him so much.
How much do you love him,
He
though?
knows that I love him so much. And I don't remember his last name.
Nick, go ahead. Yeah, take.
Siegel.
Is it Siegel?
Yes.
Yes. It's Jason Siegel. Yes. And Casey, you should love him. He's a very nice man. You should love him. He's a good dude. Okay, here we go. Next Jason.
Oh, God, I got it. Sorry.
Come on, Nick.
Alexander.
Jason Alexander is right.
Good
yes.
job, babe. Good job, babe.
Do you know who he is?
Is he from Seinfeld?
He is from Seinfeld, yeah. God. Casey, you're making me feel real old right about now. Okay, next Jason, here we go. Come on, Casey. Come on, Casey. Come on. Yes.
Bates?
No, it's not Jason Bates. Nick, go ahead and.
Statham.
It's Jason Statham.
Oh,
there we go.
Way
Again, the
off.
score is 1 to 70. Okay, here we go. We have a couple more. How about that one? Not a clue. Nick, you know that one?
No.
No? It is Jason Mraz, pop singer Jason Mraz.
No.
With the good hair.
He does have good hair.
These next two, I don't know. Casey, I have faith in you in maybe one of these. Here we go.
I know who he is. Is he from American Pie?
Okay, go ahead and buzz in, though. There we go. Jason.
Starts with a B.
Bass.
Biggs. Just go ahead. Biggs. Jason Biggs is right. Yes, there we go. Now, we might as well just go home for this one, but let's try this last one. Here we go. Nick, you're out too, right? Yeah. This is a hard one. It's Mr. Malfoy, Jason Isaacs from the Harry Potter franchise.
Oh.
There we go. Give it up for our two players, everybody. They're both going home with the Jason Show nod. And our deepest appreciation. Happy birthday, sweetheart. We're going to take a break. We're wrapping things up when we come back. Back in a moment, everybody. Nick, thank you, buddy, so much. Thank you. Thank you. Happy birthday. You guys are back, friends. If you want to show your love for the show, check out our merch store right here. The Jason Show Swag Shop offers mugs, water bottles, t-shirts, sweatshirts, and more. If you aim your camera right now to the QR code, boom, it'll take you right to the shop. We have new items coming in for spring. Keep an eye out for that. We'll be right back. Back in a moment, everybody. Welcome back. Don't forget to get tickets to our show. Go to eventbrite.com and search for The Jason Show. It's very easy. They send you a reminder. I love Eventbrite. Get the Eventbrite app. All events are on it. It's so easy. I'm so glad we switched to that ticket system. So pick a day and come see us. Again, good to have you back. I just want to tell you again. Yeah. It is Phil Jones in the audience, not so much, but that's fine. Yeah. It's time for the surprise goodbye. Gender reveal parties are the worst. And one, I didn't write that. Right? Send it to Ted. And one couple is paying the price. Tiffany posted her reaction on TikTok. The rose gold balloons had her thinking girl, but then when she got all the way to the bottom of the box, the truth was revealed, and she wasn't exactly excited. It's a boy. And she wasn't happy. That TikTok of the disappointed mom has 4 million views. Oh, look. Okay. Now, I feel, in the future, I feel sorry for her son who's going to see that.
Just don't post it. You know, if that was your reaction, just don't post it.
Well, and if the husband did that, or the boyfriend, ooh, maybe just don't post that.
Right.
Because that son's eventually going to look at TikTok.
Mommy?
I know. Yeah. So, yeah. Tomorrow on the show, that Midwestern Mom is back, and we'll tell you where you can catch her live in concert, plus more fun. That's going to do it for us right now, though. If you're watching and you're a kid that's being bullied, you go out there and be yourself, because nobody can tell you you're doing it wrong. Have a good day, everybody. Thanks for watching. We'll see you tomorrow. Let's go, my love.
Up we go.